What's good, internet and friends? This is Chris Worth. I am a producer engineer based out of Reno, Nevada. Just gonna drop some quick little compression knowledge down for you guys. Um, I don't know how many of you have heard of it, but parallel compression, New York drum trick, yada yada yada, is a tremendous way to fatten up your drums. And for any producer just starting, this is definitely one of the bigger things that's going to give you more of a professional sound. So anyway, I already have basically like a little 32 bar loop made up right here of just random sounds and some drums. We're going to focus on the drums part of it. I have already grouped all my drums together. If you don't know how to group, you select all of the tracks you would like to group and press either Control G on a Windows, Command G on a Mac, and it will group your drums or synths or whatever you have together. So anyway, I have all my drums grouped together on this single grouped track. Now I'm going to use a compressor made by Fab Filter called Pro-C. It's a fucking badass compressor. It really has like a transparent yet still very effective sound. But you can do this with any compressor, really. You know, if you just follow the following. Sorry guys, this is my first tutorial, so I'm kind of like lost for words. But anyway, so on this specific compressor, they have a drum preset, and it's parallel compression. You can go into this, but you don't necessarily need the preset. You know what I mean? If you just the general rule for parallel compression is you want a really high ratio, pretty fast attack, and a quick release. I kind of like a longer release, just I don't know why, just I do. But yeah. So anyway, so here are the drums. Oh, sorry about that. Here are the drums, solo, without any of the compression yet. So now what I do is turn up the threshold first. You kind of want to go in order, you know. So you got your threshold, your ratio, your attack, and your release. Real quick, I'll explain. Like threshold is basically how much of the sound you're letting in, you know, and when it's actually when the compressor is going to activate. So how much sound you're going to let in before the compressor activates. Then the ratio is basically how much sound to how much sound in to how much you're putting out. So for like every 5 dB, 5 to 1, it'd be like 5 dB to 1 dB. So I got 10 to 1 going because you want usually like a higher ratio when you're doing parallel compression. And the attack is going to be how fast the compressor activates. And then release is obviously when the compressor releases. So it's like how fast it recovers or whatever. All right, and then you have your dry mix over here. This is going to control how much of the original signal is going to be blended with the compressed signal. All right, so starting off, I'm just going to play the track. All right, and then I'm going to turn up the threshold. So I'm getting about, say, like 12, say 18 dB. I'm going to turn it up even more. Then I'm going to turn my attack up. This is actually softening the attack of the compressor. And then the release finally. I usually go for around -12 gain reduction. If you watch this little meter right here, it'll show how far it's going down. So as you can see, I'm a little bit past where I want it to be. That sounds good to me. Now I know you can't really notice it because I was messing around with it when we were listening to it while I was messing around. But if you A/B it real quick, you can definitely hear a difference. So this is without. This is with. You really want to watch your metering though, because you don't want to be clipping out. I'll turn it down to about -4. You know, you can just, I mean, you can totally tell, especially like when you have other instruments mixed with it. Like this is it with the other instruments without the compression. And then with. But yeah, anyway, hope it wasn't too dragged out, and I hope I know what I'm talking about. If you have any questions, hit me up. If I'm wrong about anything, well, fuck you. And I'm just playing. Anyway, you guys all have a wonderful day, and stay true. Peace.